Hello again, everyone. I honestly don't know where the time has gone. Life has been incredibly busy and my laptop broke, meaning that it's taken far longer than planned since my last video. So thank you to all of you that are still here. You'll be pleased to know I've been up to my usual antics and have still been filming over these last few months, so thought I would share some of the footage I have to show you what I've been up to recently, whilst giving you a general life update as a new chapter begins. So let's recap. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Chloe, I am 29, nearly 30, and am an environmentalist. I studied environmental science for my undergraduate and then completed a master's in conservation, along which I volunteered and worked with marine and terrestrial projects all over the world. I've had a range of jobs within the conservation sector. Most recently, I shared my life as a warden on the Calf of Man, a remote island located in the Irish Sea just off the Isle of Man, which many of you enjoyed watching on here. Since returning home last November, I have been living back with my parents down in Cornwall, thanks to Mum and Dad. Although due to our house being renovated, we have been moving in and out of rental properties, which has been quite a lot. They are now back in their home. We've been busy moving and decorating. There's been lots of painting, so that has also taken up a lot of our time. In terms of work, I have done a few different things. So I've been waitressing and cleaning at our local pub, labouring for a friend's building company, and carrying out ecological surveys for the Woodland Trust in Dartmoor. So the surveys began in winter with visits once a month in December, January and February. It was very cold but absolutely beautiful, as you can see. And then came spring and the breeding season began with summer migrants arriving. Starting in April, the surveys carried on through until the end of June. I have been surveying twice a month throughout this breeding season to get a good overview of what is around. Both winter and breeding bird surveys provide vital information about our bird populations, of which many species are declining rapidly. By collecting this data each year over a long period of time, we can then see patterns, trends, changes and shifts, something that is becoming ever more increasingly important with climate change. I also got a van, as most of you may know, and I've been absolutely loving taking Tilly, that is her name, along on my adventures. So I thought I'd share some of what Dartmoor has to offer with you in this video. Most of this footage was filmed slightly earlier in the year, but I hope you enjoy nonetheless. Okay guys. Wow. So it's 5 AM and this is the view. As you can hear, the dawn chorus is fully underway already. So sort of first light, this is when the birds are becoming active. They're singing, we're into the breeding season, and we've got sort of sedentary birds here, so birds that sort of stay local and breed here, and we've also got migratory birds, so birds that have travelled back from Africa, from like warmer climes, having spent the winter there, to the UK to breed. I get to spend the next sort of 5-6 hours just walking around the woodland on my own, immersed in nature, listening to the sounds and seeing what I can hear and see. So yeah, I mean, I can't complain, can I? And it's all part of the adventures with Tilly. So as you can see, I haven't got very far, like the van's just down there, and I've already had blackbirds, goldcrest singing, wren singing, robin singing, robbing alarming, chiff chaff, crows, and a blackcap. So just on that tiny section, you can see on my maps, I'm basically writing the species codes. So for example, R for robin, the circle means they're singing, the line means they're sort of alarming or it's their call. And then I also want to write down any interesting behaviours or interactions that I see. So if they're fighting, carrying nest material in a nest box, for example. So all the good stuff like that, really. Also hear a chaffinch now. So yeah, it's definitely picked up. Behind me is a singing pied flycatcher. I've had my first spotted flycatcher. Cheers. Okay, 3 hours in, I've had my snack, some water, and we're setting off again. About halfway through, I'd say. Uh-oh. I've only got my... Can I cross there? Oh, that's quite deep. What do we think? It was all going so well, but as I got higher, up into like more of the brackeny areas, I just started getting loads of ticks. I thought I'd be safe here, but nowhere is safe. Honestly, I've had massive ones and really tiny, tiny, tiny ones. Note to self, wear trousers tomorrow. Silly choice of clothing. Okay, so I was on the final stretch, just following this far track here, and I mean, I've tried to, I don't think I can get through. I'm so hot and getting tired now because I'm coming up to 7 hours. I think I'm gonna have to go back the way I came. Don't think I can go that way, but this is the way I came. Tilly. That is the end. That is 7 hours. It's 2 hours longer than last time. This is a relatively new site, so I'm still getting to grips with it. And then the ticks definitely slow me down. I reckon 20 easily. And also some of the tracks today, I think I took a couple of new tracks and they were quite hard going. A morning well spent. I'm pretty knackered now though. To the van, and I was gonna sort of take you along with me to show you Dartmoor, really. Yeah. Okay, so it's 9:30 p.m. The sun's setting. But yes, I've got another half of the sort of survey to do tomorrow. So it's a 2-day survey. So yes, up again at 4:30ish tomorrow, ready to start sort of just after 5. So I will see you all in the morning. Oh, she's so cozy. I love her. Good morning, everybody. I'm just reaching the start of the site and I am wearing trousers tucked into my socks. My top's tucked into my trousers, so I should be safe today. Let's hope, from the ticks. Exciting news.
this morning, just as I got out of the van, I had my first cuckoo. Sadly not in the survey site, but still my first of the spring. I've got pied flycatchers singing, and this is the start for me. Let's get to it. I've just had 2 blue tits use that nest box there. Some birds start to nest, build and lay earlier than others. Things like tits might have multiple clutches within the season. So yeah, that's exciting. Oh, getting stiff. Tick-wise, we're all good. They like wipe off so easily on the trousers, so yeah. Okay, that's a wrap. We're all finished. All that's left to do now is basically, these maps are pretty horrible and I've made quite a few mistakes, like I've written things in the wrong places and I've got stars and lines. So what I usually do is just now write them up onto like another copy so they're nice and neat, which makes it easier to input the data. So we'll go back to the van. Oh gosh, she's getting old. So I can't leave Dartmoor without going for a swim, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite spots to go. My phone just fell, but no joke, a kingfisher just flew over me. Can you believe that? As soon as the phone fell, the kingfisher went over. As hard as it is the best feeling ever after. I'm so lucky. Thank you. As always.
I have now said goodbye to Dartmoor as my surveys came to an end, and goodbye to the UK as I have started a new chapter. I have returned to a familiar setting, the Isle of Man. Not the Calf of Man, so I won't be quite as remote this year. I will be living and working on the mainland, working for the Wildlife Trust as their farm and nature advisor. I really all hope you continue to stick along for the journey. There'll be plenty more van adventures, lots more wildlife encounters and lots more nature to share with you. And of course, I would love to showcase the Isle of Man and what it has to offer. So stay tuned, more to follow. Thank you all for watching and I will see you very soon.